Welcome to this step-by-step video guide on how to work the bear sweater. A woolen hug for a cold winter day or a chilly summer evening at your terrace. It's made in a brioche pattern. As always, I'm inspired by Nancy Marchand, the Queen of Brioche. We've used two types of yarn and two types of brioche. In the Raglan line, you can see these flowery-like increases that perform this nice detail. We've made a different stitch number in the front and the back to ensure a nice fit of your sweater. At the bottom, you'll find a short two-color rib, brioche rib, with an Italian bind-off. At the bottom sleeve, you'll find a longer rib with a traditional knit slip bind off. And note the pattern from the sleeve sort of continues into the sleeve rib, whereas at the neckband there's a clear line between the pattern of the neckband and the body. Well, let's get started. We work this jumper with two different types of yarn. Our color A is this chunky merino of 70 meters per 100 gram. A really thick one this is. Look at the yarn. And our color B is a fat mohair of 200 meters per 100 gram. I've chosen these two colors to get a bit more party in this new version than in the one you just saw. We cast on stitches on our 8mm US 11 circular needle. Make sure to cast on fairly tight, as the neckband will open when you wear it. Let's gather the work for knitting in the round. Our round one is a knit all stitches. You might see I have a bit too long circular needle, so I'll be working with a magic loop. That you can do that as well, or maybe you have a 60 centimeter needle. Round one is now done, and I'll just check the work isn't twisted, and it looks fine. I now have to place markers. I love to use numbered markers, and here comes the difficult part, where to choose whether to go for the pink ones that fit the project nicely, or the lovely turquoise, which are easily spotted in our project. Today I'll go for the turquoise so that we can easily see the markers in this video. In the pattern it says place marker 1. So I'll take my marker 1 and place it on the right hand needle. So I'll always be able to see where my round begins. We are now going to use yarn B. I love to take it from the center to make sure the yarn stays in place and gets less tangled. Let's place our yarn B at the left side. Always have our working yarn at the left side and the inactive yarn at the right side. As we in brioche always work with only one yarn at a time, this makes very good sense. I now have to untangle my needles here because my needle is too long. You will not have that problem if you work with a 60 centimeter circular needle, or 24 inches that would be. But I have a bit of a problem with my 80 centimeter needle. Yeah, we now have to start our two-color brioche pattern, working a slip one yarn over. Slip one yarn over, that is, our stitch will become a yarn wrap around it, and then a purl one. That's really everything that happens on this round: a slip one, yarn over needle, and a purl one. It's really actually a slip one purlwise because you go from the right towards the left. But never mind, just remember to slip one, yarn over, and do a purl one after that. continue slip 1, purl 1, slip 1, yarn over and purl 1. On this first round where you have to sort of establish the pattern, it's a very good idea to work slowly and always check, have I made a alternate slip 1, yarn over and a purl 1. You can detect it by having a sort of 2 yarn B and 1 yarn A, 2 yarn B and 1 yarn A, then you are on the right track. I am now almost at the end of round 1. Look, my marker is right here. So round 1 is done. I just have to replace my magic loop like that. I'll find a new spot for it, and then I will slip my marker 1 to the right hand needle. Slip marker like that. Now change yarn, place yarn A, color A, at the left side and leave the fat mohair at the right side. Ready for the next round. So round 2, we will use our color A yarn and do a brioche knit 1. That is, knit the stitch and its wrap, its yarn over, in a knit those two together. That's what is mentioned as a brioche knit 1. Then we do a slip 1, yarn over, again slip 1, yarn over on the purl stitch from the previous round, and then another brioche knit 1 and a slip 1, yarn over, brioche knit 1. Always make sure that you end up having a wrap around your stitch when you do the slip 1, yarn over needle. I hope for you guys who don't knit in this continental way that you can transform this video into your way of knitting. Still, we do a brioche knit 1 and a slip 1, yarn over. That's really what happens on round 2. When I was a child, this way of knitting was named the lazy way of knitting because you really just slip the stitch instead of really purling it. Round 2 is done. The last stitch on round 2 is a slip 1, yarn over. To lock this yarn over, I will twist the yarn that I've just finished using around the yarn that I'm going to use. So old yarn over new yarn, like this. So we can lock the yarn over that would otherwise fall off the needle. Now I will slip my marker 1 and I am ready for round 3 when I have replaced my yarn, my fat mohair, my color B on the left side. Now we do a slip 1, yarn over and a brioche purl 1. That is, the stitch and its yarn over will be purled together. And again a slip 1, yarn over and a brioche purl 1 again. Make sure you have a yarn over at the slip 1, yarn over, and make sure you do a brioche purl on the one with the wrap. Like this, slip 1, yarn over and brioche purl 1. Look at the beauty of this knitting. It's already visible here. You see the rib pattern shows now a bit more clear on the right side than on the wrong side. So just continue a slip 1, yarn over and a brioche purl 1. Round 3 is done. I have slipped my marker and I will now twist the yarn at each beginning of the round. Always twist old yarn over new yarn and always place your working yarn at the left. Ready now to continue. Round 4 to 13 is a repeat of round 2 to 3. ending then with another round in col A as the last one of the neckband. Then you're ready to work the body. We have now ended the neckband, repeated row 2 and 3 for several times, ending up with a row 2 in color A. So we are ready to work the body. Now change to 10mm US 15 needles for working the body. We are to place markers in this round, 4 markers. Marker number 1 is already there. We will be working with yarn B, so we place that on the left side. From now on, we will never twist the yarn anymore, so please remember to not twist the yarn. Let's take round 15 from here on. The first stitch is going to be a raglan stitch, so we will slip 1 with yarn over here, and then we will do a brioche purl 1, a knit 1, and again we will do a brioche purl 1 and a knit 1, like this. So a brioche purl on the purl stitch and a knit 1 on the knit stitch. Yeah, now I'm gonna count how far I am to. I have to do 20 in my size, 20 stitches, and let me count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. The needle makes a noise. 17, 18, 19 and 20. Now I can place marker 2 on my right hand needle. Now I'll make another raglan stitch, as this is a slip 1 yarn over needle, like this. Another raglan stitch. And then I can continue in my brioche purl 1 and knit 1 all the way until I'm ready to place my marker number 3. So still the same, brioche purl on the purl stitch and knit 1 on the knit stitch. And this is now a marker number 3, and this was the right sleeve, and I'll continue, make another raglan stitch and then knit or brioche purl and knit 1 until I get to the spot where I can place marker 4. Right now I'm there and I can place my marker 4, and this was then the front, and I'll make another raglan stitch and then brioche purl and knit, brioche purl and knit, and continue until I've reached the spot where my marker number 1 is. So this was my left sleeve, and the last stitch was a purl, brioche purl 1. Circular needle 8 is done. We have now worked our establishing round, and just for a check, just control that all your stitches are now in fat mohair in the yarn B, color B. Only the stitches, the raglan stitches, do still have a little yarn A stitch with a yarn over, but all the others are in fat mohair in our yarn B. We're now ready to work round 16. Just make sure marker number 1 hasn't left you again, and continue now in yarn B. Just slip marker 1, and for the raglan stitch again do a slip 1 yarn over on a stitch that already has 1 yarn over. So just do the stitch and the yarn over, slip that to your right hand needle and give it another yarn over. Now it has two. Purl one, knit one, purl one. So purl on the purl stitch, knit on the knit stitch. And now do a slip one, yarn over on this one. This is the 4 stitches that we repeat: a purl one, knit one, purl one, and a slip one, yarn over. Purl one, knit one, purl one, and continue all the way to marker 2. Slip one, yarn over, purl one, knit one, purl one, and slip one, yarn over. Like that. Just slip one, yarn over, and it should again just control that it is on a knit stitch. Yeah, just continue until you get to marker number 2. Slip the marker and slip one, yarn over, and again purl, knit, purl, and that's really the 4 stitches repeat: the slip one, yarn over, purl one, knit one, purl one, like this. So continue in this repeat all the way to the end of the round. When you get to marker 1 again. We are ready for round 17. We still work yarn B. There's a slip one, yarn over on a stitch that does already have yarn overs. This one actually has 2 yarn overs. That's because it's a raglan stitch. It always has more yarn overs than the others. We still do a purl, knit, purl, and a slip one, yarn over on a stitch that has 1 yarn over already. Purl, knit, purl, and slip one, yarn over on a stitch that has already 1 yarn over, so now it has 2. In this round, the raglan stitch always has 1 more yarn over than the other yarn over stitches. So really you could just say, work as stitches show. The stitch that has 1 yarn over, you give it 1 more yarn over. The purl stitch, you purl it. The knit stitch, you knit it. And another purl stitch is to be purled. So in a way, it's just work as stitches show. Oh, on this stitch, I've made a mistake. I've knitted it instead of doing a slip one, yarn over. But I can easily correct that. I can just unknit it and then now make a slip one, yarn over. Round 18, slip the marker and then slip 1 stitch with its yarn overs. Here the raglan stitch has already 3 yarn overs, so now it has 4. The other slip stitches has 1 less yarn over though. But now we do again a purl one, knit one, purl one, and slip 1 yarn over on a stitch that has already 2 yarn overs, so now it has 3 yarn overs. Like that. Continue. A purl one, knit one, purl one, and a slip 1 yarn over all the way to the end of the round. As a rule, you can say in this pattern, mistakes are easily corrected. For some reason, I've made a slip 1 yarn over on this stitch that should have been purled. But never mind, the yarn is there, so I can simply take it back and use this yarn that I've made yarn overs with to just purl the stitch. So I can correct it without having to unravel. And another yarn is placed so that I can do my purl on this stitch. So you can easily correct your mistakes that might come. And then another purl one and I'm back on track. Now begins the party with the brioche increases. First of all, place the color A yarn at the left because that's now our working yarn. Make sure not to twist the yarn at this point. This is our round 1, color A, and we're going to do a raglan increase here. So I have to knit through the stitch and all the yarn overs. Make sure that you catch all the yarn overs by looking into them from this point of view, and then brioche knit 1, leave the stitch on the needle and do a yarn over. Do another brioche knit 1, leave the stitch on the needle and do a yarn over. And now the last brioche 1 and slip the stitch off the needle. Now you have this beautiful little flower. 1 stitch has turned into 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now do a purl 1 and a slip 1, yarn over, and another purl 1. And here we have another stitch with yarn overs, and I'll repeat this to, you can sort of count it from here and say purl 1, slip 1, yarn over, purl 1, and brioche knit 1. The stitch and all the yarn overs, brioche knit 1. Pull down the brioche stitch and continue the repeat. Purl 1, slip 1, yarn over, purl 1, brioche knit 1. Yeah, into all the many yarn overs and pull down the stitch. Yes, and continue like that all around. At all 4 markers we will do the increase, the raglan increase. I'll show that the next time we get to an increase stitch. So like that. And whenever you do a brioche knit 1, take your time to pull down the stitch here, and you can see how beautiful it is, falls into place. Now we have nearly reached another raglan increase stitch. Slip marker 2, and here we are again. We do a brioche knit 1, leave the stitch on the needle, yarn over needle, and another brioche knit 1, yarn over needle, and a brioche knit 1, the last one, slip the stitch off the needle, and look how beautiful your 5 new stitches are. And continue like that to the end of this round. Round 1 is now done. I have worked the increases at all the raglan stitches, and I'm now ready to work 4 rounds in yarn B, building up new yarn overs on a new stitch. You can see we have already started here building up yarn overs on this stitch that will then eventually be the one to be brioche knit. But let's first of all start replacing our markers because they need to get in a new place. Again, I have to make sure my yarn is not getting twisted, so make sure to place your yarn A all the way to the right side and your yarn B at the left side. Oh, and if it's tangled, just untangle like that. Yes, and now I'm gonna remove marker 2 and take my working yarn B, ready here without no twists, please. First stitch is a knit 1 and then a purl 1, and then I'll place again marker 1, and here comes my new raglan stitch. This will be a slip one yarn over on the raglan stitch, and then we have a purl one, a knit one, a purl one, like that. This is the repeat, and we'll now continue. Slip one yarn over, and this stitch already has one yarn over, so this is now 2 yarn overs, and a purl one, a knit one, a purl one. Again, this was our repeat. We do another slip one yarn over. Now the stitch has 2 yarn overs, purl one, and the knit stitch is knitted and the purl stitch is purled. And continue a slip one yarn over, purl one, a knit one, and a purl one, all the way to the end. We are now strongly on our way towards marker number 2, and this replacing the markers maneuver we will have to do at all markers. So let's just do that together once more. So we just slip marker and do a knit one, well, and a purl one, and place marker 2 on the needle again. And now comes the raglan stitch. It is a slip one, yarn over, purl one, knit one, purl one. And simply continue all around. And yeah, there's a little trick about the raglan stitches. Please do not work this one too tight, rather a bit to the loose side, so that your raglan row will be sort of elastic and not too tight. Yeah, let's just continue to the end of this round. I'm almost at the end of the round, and here we have 2 stitches that have already been worked. Let me show you in the beginning of the round, and we will now work them again, so they will actually be worked twice in this round. That's part of the plan, don't worry. These 2 stitches have already been worked, and we'll now do another knit one, purl one on these 2 stitches. This is only at the round where we replace markers. So now we are ready for our round 3, where we again slip our marker, slip one yarn over, purl one, knit one, purl one, exactly as we did before. Just now we have one more yarn over. Look like this. Slip one yarn over on a stitch that already has 2 yarn overs, so now it has 3. And simply continue in this pattern. The thing is that the raglan stitch will always have one less yarn over from now on than the other yarn over stitches. That's also part of the plan. Don't let that confuse you. I just found out something is wrong, and I want to take you through this one because it might also happen for you. Look, I've got a stitch with yarn over here. That's totally all right. Then I have a purl, a knit, a purl, and then this one should also be a stitch with yarn over, but for some reason I've knitted it. But I don't have to unravel because the yarn is there, so I can simply unknit the part that I shouldn't have knit, and actually I have to go all the way down to this stitch so that I now have a stitch with, oh yeah, I have to go one more bit down so that I'll get a stitch that has not been worked with the yarn A but have been slipped with the yarn color A. So now I can make a slip one yarn over on a stitch that already has 2 yarn overs, and it will now become the 3rd yarn over. So now everything is right again, and I didn't have to unravel. I could simply correct the stitches once I'm there because the yarn is there. So that's easily done. And now I'm back on track again. You see, this stitch is not worked with our yarn color A, so this one shouldn't be either. And it isn't now. So now I can continue all the way to the end of the round, happily knitting again. I'm now at the end of the round and I'm ready for round 4. Just want to slip the marker and I'm ready to do a slip 1 yarn over on a stitch that already has yarn overs, and I can continue in the pattern purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, and again slip 1 stitch that already has 3 yarn overs, so now it will have 4 yarn overs, and I can do purl 1, knit 1, purl 1. Again, it's really work as stitches shows. Purl, knit, and purl. Ready for round 5, the 4th time with my color B yarn. I'll do a slip 1 yarn over needle on a stitch that already has yarn overs, a purl 1, knit 1, and purl 1. Yeah, I'll continue that all the way around and finished now with my round 5. And I'm now ready to work my round 6 with my yarn A. But how can I check that? Well, I can count. This is my round 1 with yarn A, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds of color B, like this. Don't let yourself be confused, because you still have this spot where you have 5 times yarn B, because you knit these, work these stitches twice, but don't let yourself confuse. It's not really important. We're simply ready now to do our round 6, where we do another set of increases. So let's slip our marker and get ready with yarn A, color A. Ready to do increases again. We do a brioche knit 1, leave the stitch on the needle, do a yarn over, a new brioche 1, brioche knit 1, and a yarn over, and a brioche knit 1 again. Then we can slip the stitch of the needle and just count our 5 beautiful new stitches. Like flowers, they come, or little stars, from the center of the raglan stitch. Ready to do a purl 1, slip 1 yarn over, because now we start building up new yarn overs on a new stitch. We do a purl 1 and a brioche knit 1 on the stitch with all the many yarn overs. Make sure you catch all of the yarn overs, and then slip the stitch of the needle. Well, this is really the party rounds. Make sure to drag down the stitch, pull it a bit, and then again, oi, what is this? Here I have a stitch. Another mistake, really. I can correct this one. This should have been a purl 1 on the previous row. Well, I simply purl it now. The yarn is there. And then purl 1 on this round as well, and do a slip 1 yarn over. So when you correct these things, just do it slowly and calm. Purl 1 and brioche knit 1, and drag down the stitch to sort of place the loops beautifully. Do another purl 1, slip 1, purl 1, and brioche knit 1, drag down the stitch, and let the yarn A come to the front. Like this. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, this one is a bit tricky. Well, it will come eventually when you knit more rounds. And simply continue like this all the way around. A thing you can do actually is place your yarn overs in a nice row like this, so that they're not on top of each other. So when you knit them, they will also easily or more easily anyway, fall into place and drag down in the stitch. And remember to enjoy this beautiful color play in your project. Altogether, this is my favorite round. I love the way everything falls into place, or the many yarn overs that were a bit tangled or a bit hard to have on the needles. They now fall into place. And what I more love is also this lovely sort of butterfly way of the needles to sort of circulate around when we do the increases. What I also enjoy is that already on this round we already now build up new yarn overs for our next rounds of yarn overs. So I really love the way this pattern sort of continues. It's a real page turner. It's like you get a reward for all the hard work with the many yarn overs. Yeah, and now again here I have one where I can tidy up all the yarn overs with a brioche knit one. Look at this. Yeah, I'm nearly at the end of the round again. Here just a purl one, knit one, and purl one. Yes, and now we can celebrate, first of all, that we have this round is done, and look at the beautiful pattern that appears with the merino stitches and the mohair stitches. And then again, I have now reached round 7, which is really the same as a round 2. It's really a repeat. So again, I have to replace my markers, remove the marker, work the first 2 stitches, knit 1 purl 1, place my marker 1 again, and continue in the pattern mentioned in your descriptions. And again, don't let yourself confuse, these are worked twice. So now simply repeat round 2 to 6 for as many rounds or times as mentioned in the pattern for your size. Round 2 in color B is now a slip-on yarn over on a stitch that already has 1 yarn over. And now it has 2 yarn overs. Yeah. We'll now work 4 more rounds in color B and then 1 round in color A, which is always our increasing round. Now I hope this is all you need to know to get started with your own bear sweater. And I hope you will enjoy this pattern as much as we have here. Should you have any questions, then please feel free to use this email address to place your questions. Just one more thing, we would love to see your bear sweater on Ravelry and on Instagram or wherever you might want to show your project. It would be so lovely to see it on Ravelry. But happy knitting to all you guys. I hope you'll get yourself a wonderful, soft, friendly sweater.